Angry residents have been looting shops and blocking roads. They're demanding government rebuild homes damaged by storms earlier this year. Well, our colleague Lindokuhle Xulu is there for us this morning once again. Lindo, a very good morning to you. Can you give us some idea of just what's been happening with these protests? We saw them start off at the beginning of the week, die down for a bit and flaring up again, it seems now.
Well, Yveka, a very good morning to you. What's happening with the protests is that, yes, they have been dying down and coming back on during the week. It's just been a roller coaster ride, but residents remain adamant to protest and to demonstrate against a project that was halted. We understand that a hailstorm devastated parts of this area and other neighboring community, completely destroying some of the houses that had to be demolished, as well as other roofs that were there before. But what they are now doing is we hear that there is a bit of intervention even from community leaders because yesterday there was supposed to be a meeting at the community sports ground and to find a solution or to calm tensions among the residents themselves without any intervention or external intervention. But we understand that that also reached a deadlock and there wasn't anything that came out of it. But we're seeing a more calm KaNyamazane today, this morning, because residents are able to go to work, those who are going to work, and they're able to commute to different places. We see taxis even going inside to get those commuters. But, also they've complained about the business. One taxi driver in particular telling me that it's a very difficult situation for him because his taxi is, his lifeline. And if he can't pay it off, they might just take it, So those are some of the issues. It's not just residents that are being affected by this, but you can also understand local businesses that have been looted as well as other, distractions in the area, including government infrastructure. I mean, driving to Ezwelich yesterday, we saw a complete destruction of the pavement on the side. They took the bricks and they put them on the road. So it's a bit calmer today, but the protest is continuing as far as we know.
Well, Linda, we also know, and you're speaking of looting and things like that happening with some of the shops. Now, government warning about criminal elements. Have you seen anything to support that this could have nothing to do with the protest, but just people taking advantage of the situation?
Well, when we arrived earlier during the week, we saw disgruntled community members actually even taking us to their homes and saying, please come to my home and see exactly what we are fighting for. But of course, later on, we understand that even a bottle store in a nearby complex was looted. So in terms of the evidence for criminal elements, there's definitely, people who are not doing things to help the cause, which is to get the attention of the government to come here and address some of the issues that they are facing, which is not just the houses that have been destroyed by the hailstorm, but also to intervene in the leadership in the province for not being able to communicate properly, and of course allowing such an important project of refurbishing people's homes to break down because of mere disagreements between the party that is contracted to fix these houses, as well as government, provincial government. And we also understand there are questions as to why wasn't the municipality in the first place the one to fix these houses, and why did it have to be escalated to provincial government? So there are a lot of questions, and there are even people saying that this is beyond just a local issue, that this is a provincial crisis in the provincial government, not just the current government, but also the previous provincial governing body.
All right, thanks very much for that. And that's Lindokuhle Xulu in KaNyamazane. We know residents saying they will continue to protest until President Cyril Ramaphosa actually comes to have a talk with them. Well, that's all that we have from Lindo this morning, and he'll keep an eye on the situation.